So here I sit with you on this beautiful Lionsgate portal, and I want to share with you my thoughts and what I see about this time. And the first thing I want to share is that we are moving from the sign of Cancer, the constellation of Cancer, into the sign of Leo, but it hasn't happened in the natural sky yet. So this Lionsgate portal, this time, this alchemical and empowering and transformative time, this energy really, is because we are moving from Cancer into Leo. And when we go through this like birthing experience, as Cancer is the mother, we're connecting to this deep, deep place within us, coming into seeing what is it that we most desire to give birth to give wings to manifest in this physical form. What is it that we are still carrying from our experience of our journey through being mothered by our biological mothers, but this dimension, this plane, this earth mother? And have we given ourselves the love and the space that we need to in order to process and be present with our karma, our history, our lineage, our roots? Because what this time, this portal is really bringing into clarity for me is that when we stand in full authority and sovereignty in our present timeline, regardless of what has come before, then we become aligned to our potential, and we can speak and we can roar and we can self-express moving into Leo. But if we're still carrying any shame or repressed emotions, then that can come out into the Leo field as still continuing to seek others' approval, afraid to share our creative expression, afraid to share our voice, afraid to shine, afraid to stand in our own glory and our own power. So know that this time that we are in is really a choice point for you of, are you going to be a victim and continue to be a victim to your emotions, to the stories that you've been telling yourselves, the stories that have been told about you? Cancerians love to, tell stories, and sometimes these stories can become complaining or, kind of this bogged down energy. And it's because they're trying to find their own liberation and their own sovereignty, and yet there's this underlying emotional motor that wants to be seen, witnessed, and held, and be allowed to move away from the patterning and the conditioning and just be seen and processed, and allowed that energy and motion to just come through, and to choose to leave the past lives, the past beliefs that are no longer serving you. This sort of, like, if you could think of the crab, maybe we are in a hermit crab moment where you're leaving an old shell that's too small for you, and it feels fucking scary to run naked for a little hermit crab to its new shell. But we also get to choose in this portal if we're running to a new shell, or if we're going to run free and naked. Are we going to, wind up realizing that we don't maybe even need that shell anymore? So these are the codes and the frequencies that I see coming through, that you can, Cancer work is great. This is a beautiful and potent time to do ancestral healing, working through the lineage. Finally let the straw that broke the camel's back in terms of your evolution, your growth, let that last kind of piece fall into place now. Whatever you've been holding on to that you think is a part of your identity, that has, emotionally fixed into your ego, your identity, but is not truly resonant with your higher self, like, ditch it. Like, let it go. Like, there is a fire coming that we can take, and we can dump what is no longer serving us onto the burning ground, and we can celebrate and love and release any shame around where we've come from, who we've been before, our emotional attachments to past experiences. All of that is available for us to, offer onto, the sacrifice, onto the altar of our true authentic expression as empowered leaders, lovers, creators, inventors. All of this is coming, but we don't want to bring these things with us into the Leo season, where we're manifesting and we are standing in the boldness of who we are. We get to, this is insanely beautiful work, to presence yourself in this way. This is so powerful. So we don't want to get caught in the glamour of Leo energies right now, because in the natural sky we're still moving into Leo. So before we roar our unique message and vibration, are we clearing all of that which would distort that frequency and that energy? Are we allowing ourselves to be reborn into the higher version of ourselves, into our essential self, and remember and call home our power in all of our fragments from broken timelines that we no longer will agree to align with? This is it's powerful, it's potent, it's so beautiful. So let's break it down, because I want to do some coaching here. I want to do some supporting for you. So when you think about this energy, what are your fears that are coming up prior to it coming into this authentic expression? Are you afraid to share your voice? Are you afraid to share your artwork? Are you afraid to share your sensuality? Are you carrying shame around any of those things? Are you feeling disconnected from your body? Are you ashamed of how you look, how you feel in your body? What is it? What were you taught? What records, what karmic bonds are you still connecting with other people? What's happening in your relationships? Do you feel like you have to? Are you still giving too much of yourself and to others in the external? Are you holding space for your own nurturance and self-love? Are you preparing the space? Are you tilling this fertile soil for the beautiful uprising, awakening of your inner lion? Are you clearing and making way? Because cancers can hold on, and they can tuck that into their little chest, and then when they want to go and roar, they're carrying, storage units, or like a wardrobe full of clothes, or whatever, photo albums, stories. Doesn't even have to be physical, right? Like sometimes truly it all originates internally before the story, like before it manifests in the physical. So the stories, I always say your greatest limitation is your greatest liberation. And in that liberation, that act of transformation, you can serve others. So sharing my voice has been a challenge for me. And this portal is the last straw for me. What is it the last straw for you for? To release the old stories, to release those cycling, siphoning loops, those fear programs that you've bought into, the cap that you have on your own personal power, where you fall into victim mindset, you know, where you don't feel sovereign, where you don't feel like you have help. You know, Cancers can feel this like, I've got to do it on my own. But they are the hub of community, and they get to have that. Not only does Cancer get to serve up this beautiful, bountiful meal and welcome others into their home and their community, they also get to have all those people serve and support them by pitching in, washing dishes, putting away the plates, preparing for the dessert, or hanging up the lights, or whatever the case may be. Like, you don't have to do everything yourself. So where is your sacred community? And are you allowing yourself to be supported? Because that in and of itself could break patterns of behavior. If you're not willing to allow yourself to be seen, then you're probably not allowing yourself to be supported or asking, you know, the feminine receptive energy. Now is the time to choose to receive the abundance and the joy and the expression and the fulfillment that is your birthright. Where have you shut down your ability to be open and receive this vulnerable place inside of you? This is potent energy. Open up in one small way. If that's all you can do, then do it. Take a stand for yourself. This is your time. And I want you to shine. I want you to shine with that full, gorgeous, beautiful heart of yours. To be unapologetically fucking brilliant, because newsflash, this isn't a limited seating here on earth. Actually, we are all meant to shine in the fullness of our brilliance. There's not only a certain amount of people who are allowed to fully activate. This gorgeous earth is for us all to fully blossom to our potential. There is not limiting seating to the full blossoming of each individual. That is a scarcity mindset program. There is room for each of us. Claim your sovereign space for what you are birthing, who you are rising up to be. Shedding any last feelings of victim of why you can't. Empowering yourself. Being beautifully honest with yourself. There's a lot on the line here for you. And this, you don't see maybe all of the prices that you're paying for carrying this weight. Carrying the shame, carrying the limiting beliefs, you know, not crossing the threshold and facing the fear. But the things that you are sacrificing to play small are coming from a very deep-seated place. So in preparation of Leo, we are being asked to take one last review and hold space for ourselves to go into the depth of this, so that we can roar healing, transformative, alchemizing frequencies that are our unique and your unique tone to share. So I am sending you so much love. And if you are looking for support, I would love to offer you that support, whether it be in a one-on-one session, a reading. You can find those in my links, whether it's in the Soul Fam and you come, because this Thursday we're doing a beautiful Leo astro weather. And whether it's you've actually been looking for a personal coach, someone who can take a stand with you, who can hold up the mirror, who can ask you questions, who can empower you to go deeper, to shine your true authentic light, not from a false place of ego, but from a cleared place, because you know that your gifts are here to heal and to transform and to empower, and that you deserve the fulfillment of living this life fully embodied as who you are. And if that calls to you, then a one-on-one coaching experience in Phoenix Rising with me may be perfectly suited for you. And if that's the case, I encourage you to reach out. You can find all of these links with this video, and I'm just sending you so much love as we move from this beautiful Cancer energy that we've been healing and working with the emotional body, with everything that's been going on, our roots, our security, our foundation, and as we are transitioning in this portal on the 10th, we are moving, the sun is in its home in Leo. And I just want to give you great thanks for being here, sharing this space. And I so look forward to hearing your feedback. Please share what resonated with you, what came online, like what activated inside of you hearing this message. And certainly if you have any questions about what I've shared or about my offerings, I would love to hear from you as well. So stay sacred, stay wild, free, and totally you, and I will talk to you soon. Mwah. Oh, and also there's another offering coming, and if you want to get on the wait list for that and have the early bird perks, then you want to join that too. So I will be sharing more details about that in the coming days and weeks, and it's super amazing, totally juicy, and very much what we're talking about here. So all that being said, again, stay wild and totally you. I love you so much, and I can't wait to connect with you.